Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to everyone. You have just been logged in successfully to episode 1 of the Chrome Dome. I am your host, the Big Hebroski. During this episode, I will be talking about WWE's pay-per-view coming up in a couple of days, No Way Out. I'll be talking about TNA Slammiversary. I will be talking about NYWC going the distance. Alright. Got the intro. Good. Now, before I start, I just want to give a special thank you and a shout out to Chris and Vince from WWFu Internetwork for allowing me to have my own segment on the show and maybe take off some of the pressure that Chris has by being the only on-screen cameraman. Now, there's a couple of things that I would like to get off my fucking chest. I am not by myself. Well, right now I am. But on my show, I will not be the only one doing the Chrome Dome. My friend, the NYWC sign guy and backup announcer, Jason Linnick, he will also be my co-host for some episodes if I can't do them. So if you see someone else on the Chrome Dome, don't be alarmed. I'm not that far away. I am outside my home in beautiful Long Island, New York. As you see this nice little setup in the background. Nice little set of windows. I'm on my deck in the back, having a smoke. Maybe I'll go in, get a glass of bourbon. Who knows? You see, let me explain something to everyone out there. I'm kind of a big deal. Let's review. I'm friends with half the roster from NYWC. My best friend is a wrestler from NYWC. Maybe you know him. More weights equals more dates, the Big O. So if you can't handle this heat, you best be getting out of my ozone, son. Now, that's a little shout out to everyone out there. I'll be dropping some Twitter handles. I'll be dropping maybe a trivia question to win the new Big O bracelet that I had customly made. Maybe I'll be doing some contests. Maybe, just maybe, you'll see some in-ring performances by yours truly. Who the fuck am I kidding? I can't wrestle worth shit. I'm too fat for this shit. Anyways, now that I got all the special shout-outs out of the way, time to get into TNA. Let's start with the first. The TNA Slammiversary was by far one of the best pay-per-views I have seen in a long time. You had Sting becoming the first Hall of Fame inductee for TNA. I was a little shocked by that, a little disappointed at the same time. I think it should have been AJ Styles. Maybe even James Storm, or maybe someone like Jeff Jarrett. But that's just my point of view, my personal opinion on that. Other than the Hall of Fame inductee, we had 2 title changes. We have a new Knockouts champion in Miss Tessmacher. You may know her from Brooke, from Extreme Expose, from the old, the WWECW era, which was short-lived. Thank God, because that sucked. I love ECW, but that sucked. Brooke was also part of Extreme Expose, like I mentioned, with Kelly and Layla. Well, that's probably one of the only reasons why I really watched WWECW on Sci-Fi. But enough of that. She beat Gail Kim, who was a long reigning Knockouts champion for TNA. It was a great match, and it proves that women wrestlers are best in TNA. WWE can't hold a candle. They really can't. Our other title change from TNA Slammiversary was the tag team titles. Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian defended their titles against AJ Styles and Kurt Angle. And Kurt Angle submitted Frankie Kazarian with the ankle lock to become the new tag team champions. It seemed like Kurt Angle was really happy. I've never seen him show that much enthusiasm and excitement in the ring after winning a title, other than when he won his first WWE championship with the WWE. He was extremely happy, and I'm happy for both AJ and Kurt Angle. That was our other title change. We had another one other title match up for grabs, which was the World Heavyweight Championship, which was Bobby Roode against the Icon, Sting. Sting, after being announced the first Hall of Fame inductee for TNA, Bobby Roode and Sting went at it, but in the end, Bobby Roode hit Sting in... Sorry. Got a little tongue twisted there. That's going to happen. For the most part, I'm not going to edit this video, but I'll probably edit that shit out. No. Probably not. Too lazy. Anyways, Kurt Angle was hit over the head. Kurt Angle. Man, I'm struggling Alright, our other title match was a World Heavyweight Championship match, which was Bobby Roode, the It Factor, against the Icon Sting. Match was great, as all their matches are. Bobby Roode is arguably one of the best in-ring wrestlers TNA has, and they're doing a great job with him. I think his title run is going a little lengthy long. I think he needs to maybe defend a little long and eventually lose it in the next month or two. But Slammiversary was great. The match ended by Bobby Roode hitting Sting over the head with a beer bottle, one of James Storm's beer bottles, after James Storm came back to defeat Crimson and end his undefeated streak of 16 months. After that match ended, Bobby Roode got the pinfall, tried to escape. Sting came out and just annihilated Bobby Roode. Attacked him all throughout the arena afterwards. Eventually got him with the Scorpion Death Drop, I believe, on the arena floor. Memory's kind of fuzzy. But all the matches for Slammiversary, if you haven't watched it, get the replay. If you can't get the replay, go on YouTube. If you can't find it on YouTube, just search for it. You'll eventually find it. The pay-per-view is well worth the 3 hours that it was. It was well worth the $60 HD on DirecTV that I bought it for. Well worth it. Great pay-per-view. I would probably have to rank it 9 out of 10. And so far, in the year of 2012, I think the best 2 pay-per-views so far have been from TNA, which was Lockdown and Slammiversary. Enough about TNA now. Let's go to WWE. WWE, in my personal opinion, has been getting a little old. I've always been a WWE fan, but they're actually losing me to TNA. All their matches, you basically can see who's going to win before the match even starts. The promos are getting a little long and a little old. And both brands really have been sucking it up a little bit. I was originally planning on going June 17th to No Way Out at the Izod Center in New Jersey. I had all the money put away. I was going to wait till the prices get a little more down on StubHub, but you know what? I decided against it, and I actually spent basically half of it for TNA Slammiversary, and I'm happy I did that. So I got $40 to spend now. Probably play poker tonight. Probably lose. But that's besides the point. TNA is better than WWE in every way, shape, or form. Every way. The only thing WWE has is publicity. They have movies. They have stars that are known all around the world. I mean, The Undertaker, you got John Cena, CM Punk. I mean, then you go to the history behind it, and then that just speaks for itself. WWE has been around since the 70s. Well, WWF has been around since the 70s, and maybe even 60s. It's gone back a long time. But, I mean, how I could actually say that TNA is better after 10 years of existence says a lot. Now, I'm a wrestling fan. I love wrestling. I'm a wrestling fan first, promo second. TNA, better wrestling. WWE, better promos. Bottom line. The promos are long, but they're better. The only thing that WWE has going for them is CM Punk breaking the fourth wall. And everyone knows about kayfabe and using real names, but when he basically shut down the show and just spoke his mind and went off script, it was good, it was refreshing, and I got a kick out of it. Yeah, I really don't know much more to say about WWE. I mean, No Way Out, you're going to have Kane against CM Punk and Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship. I don't see Kane winning. I don't see Daniel Bryan winning. Bottom line, CM Punk's going to hold the title for a while. The only way he's going to lose it is when he versus John Cena for the title. And that's it. And now John Cena's going to be reversing Big Show. If Cena wins, then Jordan Laurinaitis is fired. We all know that Laurinaitis isn't getting fired. But at the same time, I see Big Show winning. It's weird with WWE right now, how they have all the things going for them, and yet at the same time they still suck ass. I gotta stop talking about WWE. I'm getting a little choked up with puke. Hold on 1 second. Because before I talk about NYWC, I need a smoke. No, unfortunately, I have the Garners be over there, so I'm gonna have to stop for a little bit. Wish the fucking wetback's motor would just run out. I'm definitely editing this part out. Alright, so I covered TNA, WWE, special thanks, shoutouts, intro. Now on to NYWC. NYWC is great. You get great wrestling, great seats for 20 bucks. Literally, you sit on the rail for 20 bucks. And you see amazing wrestling. You see up-and-coming talent. This is basically AAA baseball. You get to see great before they're expensively great. You get to see the young talent before they hit the big time. Except for Papa Don, he's just old. Alright, maybe he's not old. He's around like 30, 32. But he's still... he's old. I mean, he's no Alex Reynolds, who's young. He's around 26. He's no Tony Nese, who's around 25, 26. Alright, I'm going to spit out some names for you from NYWC. Maybe you know him, maybe you don't. We got former TNA Impact superstar, Tony Nese. We got yours truly, Alex Reynolds. The Greek God, Papa Don. Number 1, John Silver. You got the Big O. You got amazing talent. You have 5 members from the Order of the Black who are amazing. You got Mikey Whipwreck. Yes, that Mikey Whipwreck, who's still got it. You got his tag team partner and co-tag team champion, Rex Lawless, who got a tryout at FCW. You got Stockade, who is a fusion champion, who's around 300 pounds of pure nasty. You got the world heavyweight champion, Apollyon, 300 pounds of pure nasty. You got the Starlet champion, Nikki Adams, who is probably a better women wrestler than everyone in WWE and most of TNA. Also, you got Victor Cruz, who's basically, well, not to be a dick, but Victor Cruz is basically the guy who loses the matches for them. Basically it. And of course, he doesn't have time. They hold all the titles over the Black. They're amazing. All of them are. Even Victor Cruz, he doesn't win, but he has a lot of talent. I could see him going heel to face and being a force to be reckoned with. I could see him going heel to face and costing one of them their own titles. NYWC going the distance. That was the last pay-per-view. Going the distance was amazing. The only thing, and I said this to everyone, including Chris, who's also at NYWC. I even told him, and he absolutely agreed. The only thing that sucked about that show is that the crowd wasn't there. Literally, the crowd wasn't there. There was around, if you ever been to the NYWC Sportatorium, you know how it's set up. You have the ring. You have around 60 people to one side, around 25 to another, 25 to another, and then some in the corner. The side that has around the 60 or 75 had around 35 to 40. The side that had 25 had around 17. And the other side that holds 25 probably had around the same 17. There was no one there. It was a shit show. The wrestling was great, probably one of the best shows I've seen. But at the same time, there was no one there. It was dead. Not what really didn't help was Belmont was that day, and I'll have another damn fucking race. Mind you, it was hot as balls. Actually, no, it was hotter than balls because my balls were hot and it was more cool. We had 2 doors open and the garage open. I had to go in and out around 10 to 15 times just to stay cool and I don't have a heat stroke. That was my only complaint other than the crowd. Great matches. And now, I believe it is confirmed, Chikara and NYWC has a partnership. Because the last 2 shows, or, well, yeah, the last 2 shows, last 3 shows, and the one coming up, all had a Chikara member in there. Chikara is an amazing promotion, great wrestling, and now that them and NYWC have a partnership, well, it's not official, but it's borderline official. I cannot wait. Go the distance, we saw Mr. Touchdown against #1 John Silver to start the night off. And that was arguably the best match of the night. Are you serious, bro? The first match? The best match? Holy crap. And now that I found out that Jigsaw, that's right, Jigsaw is going to be at NYWC Don't Trust Anyone. Holy shit! July 17th? I can't fucking wait. But let me explain something to you. Although it's great wrestling for a great price, we need more people there. So go on Twitter at NYWC Wrestling for more information. Go to NYWCWrestling.com for more information. You could also follow at Chris WWFu, at Big _Hebroski, at NYWC Sign Guy for more information. Also, if you don't follow all the wrestlers, then you're losing. I have a lot of dead air in this episode. I'm going to have to edit a lot, so be patient. And that about does it for the very first episode of the Chrome Dome. Again, I want to thank you for logging in with us. I will leave you with this. This is the Big Hebroski saying, you've just been signed out.